Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Karen with Created by Karen. This is floss tube number 5, I believe. So still very much a newbie, but I'm still, still trying it. And hopefully over time I'll improve and get more subscribers. But I wanted to come on today to show you a little bit of progress, both with cross stitching and crocheting, which I don't believe I've shown any crocheting yet. I think I mentioned that I crochet, and I also do paper craft and card making, boxes, gift bags, that type of thing, which I might occasionally show something I made on this channel, but if I do any videos for card making, I'll probably do a separate one because I'm not sure how many people who are, crocheters and, cross stitchers that are interested in seeing some card making. But if anybody does, let me know, because I can include some of that on this channel. So anyways, I guess we'll get right into it. I will start with feeding the horse progress. I haven't gotten a whole lot since the last time, so I'm not even taking it off the scroll bar. But I will show you. Actually, how do I hold this thing? It's big. This is how I put the pattern. So let me get this arm, I think maybe here. So I did the cap, the start, or not the cap, but I guess it's a derby hat. And where it ends is basically that side. I think there's one more row, or one more row. So I did pretty well centering it. It's pretty much even on both sides. I was a little worried because I had very little room to spare for the width of this. So I did all the cap, and then I started this. So no, not a whole lot. I haven't really actually worked on too many craft things in the last week except for crocheting. Oh, sorry. That wasn't the best view. I had been doing some dog sitting and other things, and crocheting is usually something that's easier for me to travel with and work on. But I started last night. Actually, most of what I just showed you, the top of the derby cap, is basically what I did last night. And again, to see the whole pattern, to view, the horse is done and the very tip of her hat, and then I just have to go down and basically do the little girl. So I'm getting there. I'm hoping maybe by November, first week or two in November, that I'll have it done. I am having company coming out of town next week for about a week, so not much of anything will be done that week. Let's see, what's next? Oh, I have a new start, and as far as I mean new start is I put it in the project bag. I only went on, I was going to only work on the feeding the horse for a little bit last night, and the next thing I know, it was like 2 hours later. So I meant to start this one, and this is going to be a gift, and I actually think I'm going to make 2 of this. So this is Bothy Threads Waders. Let's see if you can, and I've been wanting this pattern, or this kit I should say, for a long time, but I couldn't bring myself to spend $35, $40 plus shipping for it. So I think over a year I had been kind of Googling it and checking prices, and then a couple of months ago I Googled, and a store that I had never seen popped up that had it for $17. So it's an English company. It's called Very Crafty, and there's a few things, and actually the prices were really good. So I put this in my cart along with, I'll show you the other things I bought, because I really like the Rendale designs from Bothy Threads, but again, I just can't bring myself to pay $30 or $40, for a kit. And I know it's because they're imported, but I'm on a fixed income. I'm disabled, so I can't. I have limited budget money. But the other two that I bought was this one, the orangutan. I just thought that was cute. And then I got this one, Mama Bear and Baby One. I think this one's Only My Footsteps. So I got, actually, I think the two Rendale, I think were $16.19. And the Rendale, which I think might have also been 16 or 17, which surprised me. English, in pounds, not American dollars. So there was a few things. There was a couple. I needed another accessory for my Lowry stand. I wanted to get the long frame extension, so I didn't have to keep moving my actual stand back and forth, particularly when I'm doing feeding the horse, and a couple, odd things like that. But anyways, let me put that out of the way. I decided that I would give that company a try, and where I live, the shipping was $12, which is, a little pricey. I don't generally order things with that price, but when I divided it for the price I was going to get the kits for, if they didn't convert them into American dollars, which would have made them considerably more, but I charged them directly on my charge card, so I avoided. I know PayPal will usually, if you buy something from a foreign country, they will change the currency rate to your country's. So for me being in America, not a good deal with England, purchase anything. So I thought, well, I'll give it a try and see what happens. So I ordered the stuff and didn't get any response. The order came through saying that it was placed, and it showed like it was processing for almost 3 weeks. So then I started getting nervous because they said this store never popped up before in any of my searches. So I was kind of getting nervous, and I started Googling, is this a legit company and stuff, and it turns out it wasn't. Actually, like 2 days after I did that, I got confirmation that it was shipping. So, and they arrived the other day, so it took a while for them to actually process and package my order, but from England to upstate New York, I think it took less than a week to get here, which I thought was pretty good. So I would shop from them again because their prices were very reasonable. And like I said, that Bothy Threads, the waders, I think the cheapest I've ever seen that is $35 plus shipping. So that alone was worth it. And the reason why I wanted that pattern so badly was whenever I go to the beach, we're always watching those little birds, hop along the, where the water is breaking and stuff. So, the first time I saw it, I thought I have to get that pattern. And I thought, well, I guess I will just wait and hope at some point come across at a reasonable price, and I did. So that's going to be my new start. And I also have a little bit of crocheting to show you. This is what I've been working on. This is going to be a small tote bag or purse. Basically, I'm winging it. It is the sugar and cream cotton thread you get from Michaels and AC Moore. I think it's confetti was the color. So it was just enough. Let's see if I can get it in close. Mostly the ivory background, but just enough little pop of color there and there. So I started this Like I said, I don't use a pattern. I made the beginning chain basically like 2 inches shorter than I wanted the base of the bag to be. And then I just kept going around from that, adding on the corners. And I kept doing that till I got the base the size I wanted. And then I started just going in the round and decreasing the stitches for the first couple rows. And I've just been going round and round. I'm not counting, I'm just eyeballing it. And I decided that I wanted to add a little bit of texture to it. So the other day when I was crocheting, I don't know if you can see, I did 2 rows of double. I did a row of double, and then you can't really see it well, but then a row of single, and then another row of double. And it's coming out pretty good. It's nice. It will hold. I wanted it big enough to hold my tablet or, hardcover book, something like that. And then I'm going to, I think, do 1 or more 2 rounds of single crochet, and then I'm going to end it. And then I'm going to crochet the straps separately and sew them on. I haven't decided if I want to do 2 handles on either side or do 1 wide handle on the ends, to go on my shoulder. I haven't decided that yet, but I guess when I do the couple more rounds and see where I'm at, I'll decide which way. I think I'm leaning towards 2 separate straps and attaching them, sewing them to each side. But I might change my mind. That's the way I craft when I just come up with my own things. I start out with one thing in mind, and then as I go along, I end up changing it. But basically, if you wanted to make one, basically just start, your beginning chain, do whatever, length, and, anywhere from, I guess, 1 inch to 3 inches more, when you start going around, depending on how big or small. And then when you get the base the size you want it, when you get back to your starting point, then start decreasing, which I think I decreased, I don't know if I can tell, maybe 2, I might have done 2 rounds. Either 1 round that I decreased and then just continued, in the round, or I might have done 2. But basically, that's all I did. So you can adjust this to any size you'd like. It's pretty simple, and there's no counting, once you get past the base, because obviously when you're making the base of it, you have to increase on each corner. But once you get the base done and decrease, so it'll start, going straight up, basically you can just keep going until you want to stop. And you could do like what I did, if you want some texture, add a row of double crochet, or actually any of the stitches to give it some texture. But otherwise, very simple, and I will have it done just in time for fall, because to me this screams, fall. Don't mind, I haven't done anything with my strings that are hanging out there yet. I always wait till the end to finish tucking them in. So that's what I've been working on. Like I said, not a whole lot of progress on anything, because I've been busy with family, dog sitting, and I actually wasn't too much in a cross-stitching mood last week and a half too. Yeah, I had some time, but I just did other things, and mostly cleaning. My apartment needs massive fall cleaning and dusting, and I'm rearranging my craft stuff. Again, it's perpetual. But I think this time I finally have it the way I wanted, because I don't have space for a craft room anymore. I, kind of over the years, it's all been in the closet, and I'd have to take it out. So over the years, I've been slowly changing things. I finally decided that the thing that's working the best for me are those iris roll-in carts with the drawers, the plastic. I bought 3 or 4 of those, and then 2 sets of the wide, which I don't think they're I think they're the Sterilite brand, not the Iris. And I put them along the wall in front of my bed in the bedroom. So I'm in the process of, putting the things, moving them from boxes and totes into the drawers, and I made one cart up that is just all the basic card making things that I basically use every time I make cards or boxes. All the different scissors, tape, envelopes, pre-made base cards, and basic paper and stuff. So I think I finally got things the way I wanted, and much easier for me to just go in the bedroom and open a drawer and pull out the item than, going into the utility closet, grabbing a tote, digging through the tote. So I was working on that quite a bit last week too when I was home. So that took away from crafting. But in the long run, I think it will be very practical, useful for me to just sit down when I feel like I do card making, but not always have the mess of the crafting stuff out. So kind of excited. I've been in this apartment close to 5 years, and finally figuring out with the lack of space that I have here, how to keep most of my stuff and also be able to access it easily. So, which when I get it done, I can give you a little tour of what I've done, but I'm kind of excited about it. So other than that, I don't have anything else to show you, but if you like my videos, I would love that you subscribe and like. Like I said, I'm new, so I'm still working on getting this going. If you have any comments or questions, just leave one below, and goodbye for now, and I hope my current subscribers are still enjoying my posts, and I hope to gain some new subscribers. So until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.